everybody. Lots of stuff going on today. Lots of stuff going on today. But this is mostly for Canadians out there. I don't know how many Canadians watch my content. Probably none. But anyways, Rebel News. We need to support Rebel News and all free-thinking platforms like Rebel News, True North, and the Forum. I guess that's a new one. And Laura Lynn, you can support her too. She's very good looking, but anyways. Ezra Levine came out yesterday. Rebel News came out with a video yesterday. It was also on InfoWars, the War Room. So I'm glad that Ezra's getting more exposure, even though it is just InfoWars. But he came out yesterday. Rebel News came out with a video yesterday declassifying what the military is doing with China. So apparently, the Canadian military is working with China for winter, basically China, the Canadian government, the Justin Trudeau government is basically aiding the Chinese military and their war with India. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand right now, is China is trying to expand their territory. There has been conflict on the borders of China and India. So our once proud Canadian military is aiding the Chinese military and training with the Chinese military. It's a 45-minute video. Rebel News. I would say go to Rebel News, but if you don't get Rebel News on your news feed, subscribe to Rebel News. Especially if you're Canadian, this is important information, because our Justin Trudeau is aiding the Chinese military in operations against India, training, but there's been conflicts on the Chinese-India border for the last, few months now. At the behest of the United States government, Justin Trudeau still followed through with aiding and abetting China. Like I said yesterday, and I didn't even know about this information that came out, but like I said yesterday, Canada has been infiltrated by China, from the institutions to all halls of government. Justin Trudeau hasn't had a house. The parliament has been shut down in Canada for however many months. There's been a few things here and there, but the parliament in Canada has been shut down since the CVID 1984. So Canada, as of right now, it does not have a functional government, because Justin Trudeau is a moron. And we Canadians need to stand up and get this moron out of the House of Parliament. The Liberal Party of Canada needs to be annihilated. The Liberal Party of Canada needs to be ousted. But we have the mainstream media in Canada, CTV, CBC, Global, all of them. Running defense for this crooked, twisted politician, which is Justin Trudeau. And the more time he spends in Canada or in the Parliament, the more destruction he has brought upon us, we the people of Canada. He has thrown his lot in with China by and ostracizing our greatest ally, our greatest friend, our brothers and sisters of the United States, for China. What was Justin Trudeau's excuse for not listening to the military of the United States of America? Oh, he just doesn't like Donald Trump. Orange man bad. Orange man bad. I don't like Orange man. He doesn't like my socks and he's too masculine. China is a threat to the entire world. The only person who has brought it to light is POTUS. China is planning to take over the world. They have their goal 2027. And we have our Canadian government aiding and abetting China for our own destruction, teaching them winter tactics and cold weather warfare. It's almost like art. Art I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Fallout series. The Fallout series, it's a video game, been around for a while. It's very good. I'm a huge fan of Fallout 4. I know that a lot of people out there don't like Fallout 4, but I happen to really love Fallout 4. But it's like it was almost foretold in that game. Why is China learning cold weather tactics? Is it because they plan on invading Alaska and annexing Canada? According to the Fallout universe, World War III only lasted 2 hours. But Justin Trudeau has thrown his lot in with China while backstabbing our greatest ally, our greatest friend, the United States of America. The United States of America has had our back since 1812. And you know what? Sorry, Americans, we went down there and burnt down the White House, but you probably deserved it. But after that, the United States has been our greatest ally and our greatest friend. But since the Trump administration, Justin Trudeau has decided to put his panties on and stab the United States in the back. And he's going to bring the destruction of our country. It's already happening. But I implore people, especially Canadians, to go watch Rebel News. Go support Rebel News. Go support True North. Go support the Forum. But Ezra had a very good video yesterday talking about this declassified information that he got through the Freedom of Information Act in Canada. And like he said, there are people in the Canadian military that don't like what's going on right now. So they leaked it. but it is absolutely fact. It's there. Ezra's going to do like a three-part video of it. Yesterday was just letting us know that Justin Trudeau is working with the Chinese military and against the behest of the United States military. Justin Trudeau must go. Every Canadian that has a half a mind must stand up. This crooked politician, this crooked, twisted man-child that is Justin Trudeau. If I could, I would go myself. Justin, I challenge you to a fight. Tell you what, Justin Trudeau, we get into the ring. We'll get your mainstream media to televise it and everything. Give me 1 month to train. And we'll go into a ring at the Air Canada Centre or the Bell Centre in Montreal. We'll have make a big deal of it. Just the average Canadian boy fighting a privileged Canadian boy. And if I win the fight, Justin Trudeau, you resign and you serve time for your crimes against humanity, your crimes against our country, for treason and sedition. You are a sack of garbage, Justin Trudeau. You have no right to rule we the people. You got there because of your name. Pierre Elliott Trudeau was the one who brought all the problems to our land. And he's not even your father. Hey, Fidel? But it just proves how weak and pathetic your father and name only was. Pierre Elliott Trudeau. I was far too young. Well, me and Justin are actually about the same age, actually. I think he's like a year or two older than me, Justin Trudeau. But I challenge you, Justin Trudeau, to a fight. A real fight. You know, you like to prance around and pretend. Maybe you can learn some Chinese secrets or something. Since you're giving all of our Canadian secrets to the Chinese. And stabbing our greatest ally, our greatest friend in the back. You have no honor. You need to be shamed, dragged out into the light, and exposed. Yeah. You got the lamestream media in Canada playing defense for you. All this corruption that's happened since your reign of terror in Canada. Prancing around to world leaders, showing your socks off, making Canada a laughing stock of the whole world. Even the metrosexual Macron is more honorable than you, Justin Trudeau. Maybe you like Angela Merkel sucking your dick, your tiny little dick. Disgusting specimen of a human being, Angela Merkel. Another swamp thing, another swamp creature, globalist demon of man. And you're no better. You're no better, Justin Trudeau. So yeah, Justin, I don't have money and lawyers and things like this to fight you in court. I don't have the influence. But I would challenge you to a fight. A real yard fight, actually, just a real yard fight. 1 month for me to train, focus on training for 1 month, and then we can go and fight. Have a good old brawl like men used to do when we had differences. Instead of crying on Twitter, nobody likes me in Canada, so I'm going to play dictator, and I'm going to throw all these totalitarian measures on the Canadian people and allow endless miles of migrants and immigrants to our land so we can totally destroy the economy of Canada, because I don't like Canada. Canada has no nationality. Because I'm Justin Trudeau and I'm so worldly. Well, you screw a 15-year-old girl when you were a drama teacher, you fucking dirty bitch. Yeah, Justin. I challenged Justin Trudeau to a yard fight. I'm an old man now. I'm not in the best shape because of the lockdowns. I haven't been working and but yeah, give me 1 month to train and then I can be ready. Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be something though? Wonder how many views that we'd get if we actually had a yard fight with Justin Trudeau. Eh? It'd be the greatest thing. Every Canadian in the world would be watching. I'd like to grab his hair and smash him into the ground. No holds bars though. Not a boxing fight, but an actual fight. You can be as dirty as you want, because I'll be just as dirty. But yeah, Justin, you sell us out to China. You've had no repercussions for your crimes. I'm calling you out, Justin Trudeau. We, the people of Canada, will not stand for your insolence anymore. So I implore every Canadian, every pure-blooded Canadian, to stand up and protest this illegitimate Prime Minister, which is Justin Trudeau. Forget about the lockdowns, forget about the hoax, the 1984 hoax. Canada is selling our military secrets to China. It's like art imitating life. That's just weird though, when you think about it. Canada got annexed, and China invaded Alaska, and the whole Fallout universe is basically China declared war on the world, and the World War III only lasted 2 hours, according to the Fallout universe. So that's another reason to love the Fallout series. But anyways, then you have Eric Swalwell, Democrat, House representative, being caught plotting with China and getting rid of secrets, American secrets, and he was a defense minister or something. It's all over the news. It's all they've been talking about. And then you have Hunter Biden. More news on the corrupt Biden family. Also with China. So lo and behold, like I've said, China is planning on taking over the world, and our Canadian government is sleeping with the enemy. All the while backstabbing our greatest ally, our greatest friend, the United States of America. Because our little Justine Trudeau doesn't like Donald Trump. People need to wake up. We need to start the march. We need to start a march to Ottawa. Every pure-blooded Canadian needs to stand up and march to Ottawa and oust this Prime Minister, this illegitimate Prime Minister who cares nothing about Canadian rights, Canadian freedoms, or the Canadian people. He has insulted us. He's insulted our allies. He's insulted our greatest friend, the United States of America. Justin Trudeau has no honor. And I implore the media in Canada to stop throwing defense up for the Liberal government. They need to be exposed for their corruption and their absolute disgraceful behavior. CTV, CBC, Global, they all need to either die a horrible death or they need to do what's right for the Canadian people and inform us about what is happening. When you have Ezra Levine from an independent media source, which is Rebel News, all of them at Rebel News, and True North, and now the Forum, I think it's called. It's a news station anyways. I don't know. But anyways. When you have independent journalists more credible than the mainstream, lamestream media, you think it's bad in the States. No, it's incredibly bad in Canada. It is like Justin's best friend now, China. Everything is censored, and God forbid we ever hear anything bad about Justin Trudeau. It's just like the mainstream, lamestream media in the United States. They're bought and paid for by China as well. They're pushing their propaganda. And thankfully, it's all being exposed. So I implore anybody who might be watching this video, especially if you're from Canada, to go and subscribe to Rebel News and True North. Ezra did a good video yesterday. Rebel News is good in general. If you want to be informed about what's going on in Canada, Rebel News is the best. But True North is good too. But whatever, they're not as cut and polished as Rebel, but the Rebel News. But yeah, and Blaze TV. Americans need to support Blaze TV and Glenn Beck and the rest. A lot of people do support Blaze TV, but there's some really great creators on Blaze TV. Glenn Beck, I think Ezra does bits there once in a while. That Fox News guy, he has his own show there. Eric Levent or whatever his name is, I can't remember. Stephen Crowder, Laura Chen, Sarah Gonzalez, Chad Pruder, whatever. Many, many, many good ones. Blaze TV. They're a great source of information, especially Glenn Beck. But yeah, if you're a Canadian, look into this sleeping with the enemy, Justin Cock Trudeau, training with the Chinese military, teaching them winter tactics, winter warfare, cold weather warfare, and others, teaching them how to be more efficient against India. Because like I said, I don't know if I said it because this is like the third time I've tried to record this. But yeah, China has been trying to expand their territory. Their goal is 2027 to dominate the world. and the region between China and India is under dispute right now. You have the Indian military defending its border against China. You can say what you will about Donald Trump, but he has warned us of China and their expansion. He's made landmark deals with India, and he supports India. And you know what? I think we all need to support India in this conflict with China. China is the enemy of the people. China is the enemy of the world. China plan 2027 is for world dominance. And they plan on dominating the world by 2027. And then we have our Justin Cock Trudeau aiding and abetting this coalition of evil. It is not acceptable, and Canadians need to see this and share this. Go to Ezra, go to Rebel News. Every Canadian needs to see this. Every Canadian needs to know what's going on. Every Canadian needs to stand up and get this Prime Minister out of power before he brings any more destruction upon our land. Any more crimes against humanity. Justin Trudeau, again, if you ever see this video, I challenge you to a good old yard fight like men used to do. Because I can't take you to court, I don't have money. But I surely could probably beat the fuck out of you. But you wouldn't, because you're nothing but a pussy. I don't care about your socks either. What I do care about is smashing your face into the pavement. Live in light.